iHeartRadio from outside Ohio. Tell me where. Andrew is in Orlando. John is a bureau chief in Evansville, Indiana. Holly and Paul listen in Phoenix. Joe is in San Jose, California. Dustin called.
Hey.
On the iHeartRadio app.
Alan, it's Dustin, man. All this talking about eating damn people reminded me that, I tried bone marrow this past weekend with my daughter, who's 10, and we both loved it. It was so good. Threw it on the grill for about 20 minutes and then slathered it on a couple of pieces of baguette. It was damn good. Highly recommend it. If you get bored, you can go to YouTube and just search Dad and Daughter Try Bone Marrow.
Did you know that he had a YouTube channel?
No,
Dustin?
I didn't know that.
You want to see what Dustin looks like?
I think I know.
No, I never knew.
I think I've seen his Instagram before.
Dad and Daughter Try Bone Marrow. On YouTube. It's right there. Sitting there with his cute kid, and they're eating bone marrow.
Hello, YouTube. Thank you for joining me today.
This guy. It's just him and his kid.
My name is Dustin, and this is my daughter Olivia. And
so is he like overdoing that? Is he leaning into the thing, or you think this is just him more chilled out with his kid?
He's just hanging out.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. 34 subscribers. Go subscribe to Dustin's YouTube channel.
We are going to try bone marrow. Yes, we are. I've always wanted to try it, never have tried it, but figured why not?
Put it on a baguette.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wow.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All right, well, learn something new every day. There's Dustin down there in Georgia trying bone marrow. I've never had bone marrow.
It's got the comments turned off, you coward.
He's got 34 subscribers. Yeah, he's doing stuff with his kid. He's having fun.
I know, it's cute.
Doesn't need strangers and jackasses making comments about his kid.
I know, it's cute. It's cute.
Come on. I saw that Domino's is closing all of their stores in Italy.
Oh.
Imagine being Domino's in Italy.
What a market, though.
Where are Italians going to get pizza now? Domino's is leaving. Because they had big plans not that long ago.
They're missing out.
The story was that they had big plans to expand in Italy. They were going to put like 800 stores in Italy, and they only had 29, and they just said, we're closing all 29 stores in Italy. So how did they go from, we're going to expand to 800 to, let's close the ones we have?
Dude, I went to, I don't even know if they do it anymore. A couple years in a row, they did Pizza Fest at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. And the first year that I went, when you come in, they give you like a little, like a ballot that you fill out and you taste test a bunch of different places. And then
I would go to.
And
Pizza Fest.
Yeah, so they give you like a small bite-sized piece if you pay the money to do the actual contest, right? So you go to as many as you can handle, and then you fill out like 1 through 5, your favorites, right? Domino's won. There was like 40 pizza places at this Pizza Fest, and the number one winner out of all of them was Domino's.
Name recognition.
No, it's blind taste test, right?
No, you know the place you're going to because you have to be able to fill out their number on your sheet. So people were testing all these different pizza places and still were like, Domino's is the best.
I love Domino's, so...
I haven't had Domino's
really
in a
good.
long time. Back in the day in Chicago, where there was a Domino's every 10 feet, it was awful. I think they upped their game in the years since,
their game about 10 years ago.
It used to be you were better off eating a box. Yeah. I don't know...
I feel like I have had a pizza restaurant for every generation of my life. When I was really young, up until probably about maybe 10, it was East of Chicago pizza.
Love East of Chicago.
East of Chicago was like a family was a tradition. We would have the taco pizza like on the stove, and that was like our thing. That was my first taco pizza. Then as I got to college, it was Domino's, and Domino's was like a thing for another 10 years. Now it's like Papa John's for whatever reason. I don't know.
I had my Papa John's phase through college and then living on my own for the first time.
I've never had Papa John's.
Yes, you have, because you said that, and then we ordered it for the Polar Blast the last year that we did it, and you ate a piece.
Okay.
And they always send.
So I've had Papa John's.
You have.
My secret
left
admirer.
a real
like it?
impression on you.
Did I like it?
You were pretty buzzed up, and you were like, "It's okay," like you normally do.
Oh, I was loaded then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Our family would get a lot of Little Caesars because they used to.
We were a Little Caesars
The
fan.
hot and fresh.
It's 2 pizzas.
Before the hot and fresh, it was the 2 pizzas. There's pizza, and you
One
get two
big,
pizza,
long, fully wrapped
big long
thing.
tray
Yep.
of like cardboard, and then they wrap it in paper. And so
Oh, yeah.
Pizza
Wait, what?
pizza. That was their
So-
hook, was 2 pizzas for 1.
My sister and my brother worked at Giorgio's, which I don't even know if that's around.
It's
anymore.
around. I think
Yeah,
there's
it's
one
around,
in
yeah.
there's one in like Gordon Square, I think.
There was one in
Lakewood.
Berea,
Yeah.
and so they both worked at that one.
was good.
And that would be because they would bring home pizzas from work all the time. So that was like growing up. If we ever ate pizza, it was always Giorgio's.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still a bunch of Giorgio's.
Is Donato still around?
yeah, I was still around.
If you want a thin crust,
Oh,
man,
so
Donato's
good.
is so
Donato's
I
is
would go
legit.
out of my way because I think the last one is like in Lakewood.
Yeah, it was right by
I would
my
go
divorce
out of
apartment.
my way to go to that Donato's in Lakewood.
I
I don't think I've
love
ever
it.
had
So good.
Donato's ever.
Donato's is good.
Yeah, thin
really
crust
good.
is their thing,
But
and
just
it's really good.
Just being Domino's in Italy,
I
I,
want
mean,
pizza.
that is
I know.
chutzpah, boy.
I want so much pizza.
I was
now.
like, I just meal prepped this morning for the next 3 nights for dinner, and now I'm like,
throw it in the garbage. It's pizza time.
I might get a pizza on the way home. I have
Why
3
wait?
servings of chicken, rice, and peas.
Throw them on some dough and cook them up. That is an amazing bit of stretching your legs, though, to be like Domino's going, we're going into Italy, guys.
Yeah.
It's like a Chinese hamburger chain opening locations all across the United States. We have a new take on Chinese hamburgers, and so they're closing all their stores in Italy.
Zang burgers.
Zang.
Yeah, excellent burgers.
Yeah.
I'm a Romeo's gal now. There's one right up the street in Berea, and that is, they got that sweet sauce.
See, ever since you lied about the ribs, I have no idea.
I'm not lying about the ribs.
I don't know what to believe.
I actually do like Ruby Tuesday's ribs.
Growing up,
I don't know what to believe anymore, Mary.
I'll fight
That's
you.
all I'm saying. She'll stab me with a rib. What?
growing up in Oberlin, there was like everyone knows Lorenzo's. Like that is like the one place you go to in Oberlin for pizza, and they just have like the sweetest like marinara sauce. It's like
A sweet pizza sauce does
it is
for
a
me.
sweet pizza sauce. Like
Yeah.
it's like that was like everyone's prom date place to go. Like or like homecoming, everyone would go to Lorenzo's.
I didn't know
pizza.
I didn't know Marco's was in so many states. I thought that
Yeah,
was
Marco's
a
is
local
big.
I thought
chain.
it was local too.
There was one near my parents' house when I was
Oh.
home for my dad's Michigas. I was like, oh my God, there's a Marco's. I thought it
Marco's
was
is
Northeast
trash.
Ohio.
I never had Marco's.
I like
Pizza's
Marco's.
awful.
I love Marco's.
That's when my boyfriend is in charge of ordering pizza, I have to specify
Not Marco's.
do not order because that's what we buy.
I think Marco's is dynamite.
He's like, it's $7. I was like, and it tastes like it. Like,
oh, I think it's really good.
Better get some Hungry Howie's.
right. There was what was the other? There was another older pizza. Oh, it's not older. I think they only have 2 locations though. It's called the Antonio's. There's one in Parma.
There's one down the road
And
here. There's one in
right here?
Avon.
Okay.
Yeah.
They I liked them because they put their sausage was like big pieces of Italian sausage on the pizza. So
Yeah.
that's whenever we wanted like sausage on pizza, we'd always get Antonio's.
There was a spot in Cleveland for a while, and it's gone now, but it was called Pizza Pan.
Yeah,
And you
there was
would
when
get-
we lived in Tremont. There was one right in the corner.
I would go to that one all the time when I lived in Tremont. And it was basically my grocery shopping because you'd buy 1 pizza and they'd give you 2 for free.
So you get
And
3
You get
pizzas?
3 pizzas. So I just buy 1 personal pizza.
Yeah.
And then I had food for the next like 3 days.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Still in
And
North
listen,
Ridgeville.
it was medium pizza, like medium good, but it was so cheap.
Yeah.
And you got so much for your money.
right.
They're in North Ridgeville.
Okay, there's one left.
Ohio pie. How could we forget?
Ohio pie is fantastic.
Master Pizza I've
Alan?
seen, but I've never eaten there before. Ohio pie is dynamite.
It's real good.
And it's not the kind that I would normally get. But
Ohio style.
But
It's Ohio style pizza, Alan.
Shut up.
Say it.
Say it.
Say
you
it.
like
I
Ohio style
will
pizza.
not.
Say it's Ohio style
I
pizza.
will not. But what they do really well.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Yeah, they make the best Detroit pizza this side. Hey, do you want to do the Poundcake Sports Break? Are you ready, Cody?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
In the headlines today, just when you think you're out, they pull you back in. Trevor Bauer is now striking out and is back in court in his sexual assault case. If you remember the story, the charges were ultimately dropped against the MLB player. To make matters worse, instead of just letting it go, Bauer decided to sue his accuser, Lindsey Hill, for defamation. Well, that was a swing and a miss because now she's hitting back and suing him for battery. Get it? So I'll keep you posted on if he's going to score a grand slam on this case or if the court's going to rule a foul ball. Also, I feel like every other week there's another athlete's item up for auction for an outrageous price. Michael Jordan's game-worn jersey from his last NBA Finals is up for bid, and it's expected to go for over $3 million. It's from Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals, also known as the Last Dance jersey. I don't know, guys. Even with all that, I'm going to still need to sniffy sniff and see if it still got some stank on it or if there's some sweat or some drool marks that I can spend my hard-earned money on. But that's just me. That's just me. Lastly, some people refer to me as Helpful Brown. Well, Australia got themselves a Helpful White. Cody Simpson, the former pop singer, now has landed a spot on the Team Australia in a head-to-head meet against the United States this month. Rumor has it he's like the Michael Phelps of his country. Simpson has his eyes set on the Australian national team for the Olympics in 2024, and the failed Aussie Bieber may just get there. Never give up on your dreams, guys. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
Did you say singer? Like, were you Nick Cannon?
He is a singer.
He said singer.
Singer.
And nobody, you call yourself Helpful Brown.
That was my issue.
They're both sitting there looking at each other, shaking our heads. Nobody calls you that.
Nope, you call me that.
They call me that. I'm helpful.
Everybody calls me Captain Fun. No one calls you Helpful Brown.
Well, he is a helpful.
I've never heard of Solomon Bates before, but he's kind of the Michael. I can't remember that guy's name. Michael Sam? Who was the gay?
Michael Sam, the football player.
Solomon Bates, I guess, is a guy who was playing for the San Francisco Giants. Guys always come out after they're not in the game anymore.
Because they get fired otherwise. Or they get.
You don't get fired.
You just don't get re-upped on your contract. The latest guy to do that. Because they don't. There's still homophobia. No one is going to say, oh,
but if you're a good player, they'll keep you. Anyway, I can't tell. Solomon Bates, who's been open to his teammates for like 3 years, comes out publicly. Former San Francisco Giants minor leaguer. Solomon Bates used to be with the AA Richmond Flying Squirrels, comes out. I don't know. I mean, if you're really, really good.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure there's guys on a team. There's a lot of machismo and all that stereotypical crap. But you're still a teammate, and you might feel weird about it. But if a guy's really good, they're not going to cut a dude because he's gay.
They're not going to.
If Tom Brady came out, the Buccaneers would not be looking. I've seen the way he kisses his son. The Buccaneers would not be looking for an exit strategy with Tom Brady. That's an extreme case, obviously.
I was going to say that's very extreme, and Brady would have. That's just. I can't even say anything to that. That's an extreme case. But no, no one's going to get cut because of homophobia. They'll think of something. Their team, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the hassle.
Deal with what?
Because now they're like, oh, well, now
the player would have to deal with the negativity, not the team.
The rest of the team.
In San Francisco, by the way, this guy was a minor leaguer for the Giants. It's not like he was hanging out with Mr. Met.
Oh, it's a bunch of people.
And he's a pitcher, so, you know.
I don't know. I don't know why I feel like they would feel that the player's a snitch. Like, oh, now I can't cheat on my wife because this guy wants to be like a gay icon.
What?
He's going to snitch on us in all the parties.
Just because you're petty.
I'm not petty.
And you happen to be gay. Why would you think that a gay guy would snitch on his straight teammates? What does him being gay have to do with that?
Because now I feel like, oh, he's gay. He'll be friends with all the wives of the players. They're like, oh, we support you coming out. Now tell me if, you know.
But he's been
Jericho
out. He's been out to his teammates for 3 years. This is just him coming out publicly.
Well,
my point is always, these guys always, listen, they would know the dynamics better than I would, but they always come out after they're like not playing anymore. And maybe they just don't want to deal with it, or I don't know. I'm still, because they make a big deal about it. Not the guys, the media makes a big deal about it. I want to see somebody who's an active player.
Me too.
There's a guy in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
There's an active player for the Chiefs or something who's...
No, he was with the Raiders.
He got cut. That's what I'm talking about.
But he also was a guy that was hanging on by his teeth before he ever announced that he was gay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like if you were really... Carl Nassib.
Yeah.
If you were really, really good and you're like, guess what? I'm gay.
Like, he came out towards the end of, what last year?
Yeah.
Or beginning of last year. And I think he played a full season with them. But he's also a guy that I believe was an undrafted free agent and he was like a backup defensive lineman.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to see that too. I would love to be proved wrong. I would
like if Myles Garrett were to come out as gay, he's still on the team. They're not cutting him. They're not gonna find an excuse.
As much as people like to say, I think perception changes once you come out publicly. It just does.
That's a big load.
It just does. People view you different. You don't, because girls are.
Well, yes,
you're going to want to be able to sell your jersey and stuff. And
you would have a different. Well, that's a whole other thing.
Girls
I
are
get
not
that.
the ones buying the majority of jerseys.
But
if anything, it would hurt you that straight men wouldn't want to wear a gay guy's jersey because they would be like, I can't wear a gay guy because then I'm gay.
That'd be gay.
Right.
I'll just wear the straight guy's jersey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's way less
That's
gay.
way cooler.
I'm going to wear Jason Gay's jersey. How about that? Yeah, you can't. Some of those guys, the last name Gay, you can't even get their jersey made up.
They don't even
because
sell.
it's a blocked name.
The NFL doesn't even have a women's apparel section for stitched jerseys. The most expensive jersey that you can get, they don't even sell them for women. So that's not the target demographic.
Okay. Did you see the MGK story? Do you follow him? Where somebody spray painted one of his buses?
Yeah.
Like slurs. Mm-hmm. It said like fag or something. I don't know.
Something like
Yeah.
haters.
So dumb. You spray painted a bus thinking it was my bus. Wrong bus, you idiot. Do the first part of the crime right. Second off, I was by the buses till 4:30 in the morning, which means you waited till 5 a.m. to spray paint a You could have been at home cuddling with your partner or doing something, and instead you were like, God, I wish you would go up to his hotel room so I could spray paint this. Oh my God. But they washed it off before I even saw it. Aren't you sad? I'm still in bed. I didn't even get to enjoy it. You suck.
You suck.
Oh, boy. Tell Mary there are about 12 Antonios now, and there's one right next to the fairgrounds in Berea. The Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds in Berea?
That fairgrounds.
Oh.
The world famous Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds.
Oh.
Why is it world famous?
Because of the
so.
Northern Lights. What's that thing at Christmas called? The Christmas Light-a-thon.
Yeah, the drive-through light thing.
Yeah, it's fun for the whole family. We give away passes. It's the Christmas illumination times.
Twinkle Towers. Tower of Lights.
Magic of Lights.
Magic of Lights.
We got there.
We got there.
We charaded it.
Buzzard of Lights.
And then we mad-libbed it, and we got there. Buzzard of Lights. I've got to take a break. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave messages there. You can text 35192, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.